Well, hi, this is Brian from FisherSmart, and we have an awesome tool that we want to give you today. It is a fishing knot tire, and maybe you've seen these before, maybe not. But one of the things that makes this the most valuable is knowing how to use it. It's a kind of a tricky device, and I've looked at some of the videos online and was convinced that this is something we should be carrying and giving as a gift from FisherSmart, but it was confusing often how to use this thing. So I've just created this video on how to use the fishing knot tire. Well, what you're going to notice is a couple of things. One is, and I'm going to bring this up close to the camera, there is a movable set of towers that are built into this. It's a high quality aluminum device. It's been anodized coated in this gold color, but these towers serve a purpose in completing the knot, and I'm going to carefully show you how that works. The other part of this is a vise, and you'll see the slot right there, and if I turn the knob, it tightens down the device and makes this gap narrower, puts a lot of pressure on there. So this is where we're going to put the fish hook, is in that slot. So I'm going to grab the fish hook now, get my hands in the way there, and we're going to tighten up a good grip on this. And you'll see that what I've done here is almost have it straight out from the end of the device. And we're using a number 2 size fish hook. This is a pretty medium size. This device will handle much smaller hooks and much larger ones. So I'm just using this as a kind of a middle in-between look. So we're going to tighten that. It's nice and tight. And I'm going to bring over my string from my source here. Now this is about a 20-pound test leader monofilament. I'm just using this mostly to demonstrate, to show you how this works so you can see it on the camera. But I'm going to start by first of all pushing out the towers. You can see them there, and I'm going to wrap it around the farthest one, and you'll see I have this loose end in my hand. We're going to use that loose end to wrap around the one coming from my source, which would be my reel or my rod or whatever. And now I start turning, and you can see that I'm wrapping it around the hook and the string itself. And I'm just holding it slight tension on both of them so it keeps a nice wrap. And usually 5 or 6 times is enough. It's lots actually. And now I need to keep enough in my hand so that I can wrap it around the closest tower. See how the first loop was around the farthest tower. Now the second time I come back, the loose end is now around the closest tower to your hand. Then we're going to push the towers down. And that purpose for that is so that this loop that we made from the farthest tower can now come over the nearest tower. And we're going to just pull. We're going to pull, and you can see that loop coming over and onto the hook and tightening beautifully. And I'm putting a lot of pressure on this. So that gives me a nice firm knot. And now all I need to do to complete the knot is to loosen the clamp, the vise, so that the hook gets loose. And now the hook is loose. And you'll see I have this extra end still stuck in this tower, in the closest tower, and as I pull on the hook, that tower pulls the line back through the knot and then releases it. And now I have the knot tied beautifully onto the hook. That's how that works. Now you see that I do have this extra piece here, and we'll just trim that. And we're going to trim that with another free item that we're offering, and that's our snippers here, the FisherSmart snippers, and they just go right there, make a beautiful cut. This happens to have a serrated edge on it and folds nicely into your pocket. And now you have a completed knot, very, very strong. This is called a fisherman's knot, very difficult to do by hand, very easy to do with this tool. Every fisherman ought to have that in your tackle box, and you can get it for free by following the instructions below this video. And we will talk to you soon. Have a great day.